Hi, and welcome to another Friday Fast Facts at the Ermatinger House. Before I get started, I want to just remind anyone watching that we are still currently putting on our Preserve Our Past Art and Poetry contest for 11 to 16-year-olds. So if you know anyone, encourage them to submit a piece. We're looking for some more poems. So anyways, our topic this week is going to be looking up close and personal at the Ermatinger House into some of the small details that you might miss just wandering around the house on your own. So last week's sneak peek was of this little window cutout. So there's quite a few of these throughout the house, but people don't always notice them. But they do show the original boards of the Ermatinger House. There's original paint on there, very old, chipping away. You can tell that the walls were wallpapered at one point, just not when the Ermatingers lived here. But then during the restoration, they painted the walls this antique white color because that is actually what the paint analysis showed as being the original first layer of paint on the house. Another thing to talk about is these lights. Of course, they are electric now, but it would have been really typical to have a little wall hanging like this with real candles on it. During this time period, the 1840s, electricity was not a thing, and so candles would have been used to light the home. Another little item that a lot of people walk right past in the house is this corncob pipe and tobacco pouch. So this is the oldest form of smoking tobacco. It's quite literally a corncob, and then the pipe would have attached right at that little hole right there. These ones are framed because these were actually found in the walls of the Ermatinger House during the restoration that started in 2011. So this pipe and pouch could have belonged to a Hudson's Bay Company employee that worked on the house and built the home originally. Maybe they belong to Francis Ermatinger, we don't know, but they're definitely of the time period and just a really cool random thing that we have that is original to the house. So now we're gonna look at some more white walls, but I really like pointing out this spot on my tours because the Ermatinger House is so old, over 175 years old. It has gone through a lot of changes over time. So this spot in the house really shows that evolution. The middle board here you can see is nice and rough. So this is an original board to when the house was built in the 1840s. The one to the left here shows, you can kind of see like this little curve wave in it. So this is from a circular saw. So this would have been a replacement later on because circular saws were not mass produced when this house was built. And then to the right here, we obviously have a really nice smooth board. So this would have been another replacement later on. So there's been a lot of changes to the Ermatinger House over time to keep it standing, and this little spot shows that evolution. So that concludes this Friday's Fast Facts video at the Ermatinger House. And now a sneak peek for next week.